The current state of the game for Pokemon, it's a wild one. Let's discuss it.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not?
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is VMAT. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining in all the fun we have here. And today we're going to be talking about the current state of not just the card game, but also the Pokemon market right now. There's a lot of discrepancy amongst the buyers in the buyer pool and who actually is buying the game to collect it and who's actually buying the game to just invest in it. Now, I found this post that actually triggered me to want to make this video because I've talked a little bit about this as well, and I thought this was an interesting screen capture here. It just says right here on the Pokemon TCG on Reddit, the main page, it just says right here, state of the game, and I was like, wow, that is a powerful image right there. The Pokemon TCG, so the main subreddit, says this hobby is failing kids like my son. My son is 12 and autistic. He loves Pokemon, not just the characters, but the game itself. He knows the abilities, the stats, and can come up with the strategies and pairings that, and then it kind of goes off. This is a screenshot, so I can't actually go into that post. But then right below it, we see in Poke investing, I took a risk and it paid off. So this individual bought 12 booster boxes of Destined Rivals for $2,699.88, and then a total after tax $2,768.53. And obviously it's went up in price since then. They also bought it slightly elevated over market price when the person did buy this, based on the price per booster box I see right there. And yeah, that's it's interesting to see people kind of gloating about that. I get that people, feel like they've accomplished something by buying something like Pokemon and going up in price. But there's like certain things I don't really see the point of gloating in, because it's such an easy way to make money. Now, there's still a gamble at the end of the day. Pokemon could definitely crash at some point. But in terms of every other TCG, when you look at the sealed product, it's obvious that the sealed product is going to go up. If you just look at the last 25 plus years of Pokemon, you'll see that everything has went up. So the likelihood of something else going up that's going to be popular, like a set that's a Team Rocket set with Mewtwo in it, it's probably going to pay off, right? But it was just a sad little screenshot right there, just to point out the state of the market. I don't know if this person put them together. This might have just been what they saw when they opened up their phone and they opened up the Reddit app, and this is just right there, and it was like the perfect screenshot right there. So let's go into the comment section and see what people have to say about this. The irony of them showing up together. Yeah, and I've also said, so I guess it was together when he actually did the screenshot. I've also said that, the kid that was in the first post of the dad talking about their son, that's the next generation of the people who are going to love Pokemon. Again, if they're not going to have access to the cards, why are they going to care that much about the cards? They still need a nostalgia factor as well, like, the millennial generation had in school, trading, cards and recess like I've had. That's why I remember and have such fond memories of the Pokemon TCG, because I remember trading it with friends at school. They're not going to have that same experience, right? Everyone should just buy singles and leave scalpers die with their stock, but we all know people are addicted to opening boosters, not just the collecting part itself. Yeah, that's true. People do like to crack open a booster or two. I honestly haven't opened any Pokemon for a while. Honestly, since the market started to go really crazy in the last 4 or 5 months, I haven't opened up any real sealed product. The only thing I bought, I basically just kept aside because I don't really see the point of opening, because the market's so insane right now. Like, why am I going to open any of the sealed product that I have? When it's just going to continue to go up, and then I'd feel bad and miss out on the cards that I'm going to want anyway, so I might as well just go and buy the singles, right? And if I'm going to buy anything to open on the channel, it's most likely going to be thrift store related, because that's the only thing that's affordable right now. I'm not going to buy sealed product to open. It just makes no sense right now, especially if I'm paying over, MSRP right now. Pre-2020, you would be able to pick up a booster box for a set 3 sets ago for 120 pounds at the most. Now you have this, I guess. Only 60% of packs are being opened these days. 40% are being stored for investments. It's a sad state. Yeah. Can you imagine if everyone just decided at the same time that they wanted to sell their Pokemon sealed product? They would probably really crush the market, because there is a lot of people who are just treating it like an investment. Or again, they might be like me and they say, well, why would I open it up right now when the price is so high and I can just get the singles that I want instead of opening product, which is likely going to keep going up in price, and you're probably not going to get the cards you want anyways, right? So we have Another comment here. I would love for the whole Poke Investing sub to disappear. Downvote me if you dare, scalpers. You know who you are. Yeah, there's a lot of people who really hate scalpers right now. They really do not like scalpers. I don't know, man. I was able to get by as a kid with just boosters and not a whole box. That's true. I mean, booster boxes were... I didn't even know about booster boxes when I was a kid. I just, I saw the booster boxes when I go to a convenience store or something like that. But overall, I just bought boosters, right? Or I, would trade whatever I got from that booster to another kid, and we just trade cards that way, and that's how I grew my collection, right? A lot of kids now, you have the internet, you have social media, everything else involved with that, so they're probably a lot more savvy. So while I understand this person's comment, you have to realize if you put that perspective nowadays, it doesn't really have the same weight, right? Like, they know about what's going on right now in the Pokemon market. There might have been the same thing happening, but older generations buying Pokemon when I was a kid and treating it as an investment or anything like that, that probably was happening, but I just didn't really know about it because I was a kid and I was just focused on not being on the internet and just going to school, having fun at recess and trading cards, right? So why is the child always autistic in these posts? That's a fair point. Yeah, not saying the person in the post who wrote that is trying to exploit the kid or anything like that, but it usually does come with some sort of a sad story. And I'm not saying that this person is lying about that or anything like that, but it's just reiterating the point of how bad the Pokemon market is right now in general. So in any case, I just thought it was an interesting post to talk about, and I thought I would share that post with you guys. And if you guys, feel the same way about the Pokemon card hobby right now, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.